And hello everybody, welcome back to RFC News. Well, Rangers have progressed to the third qualifying round of the Champions League, of course, after beating Panathinaikos 3-1 over two legs. Of course, 1-1 on the night. Quite a lot to unpack, but suppose, look, positivity. Rangers are through. They've overcame a huge obstacle. Look, when the draw was made, we all said that this was the hardest possible draw we could have got in the Champions League qualifying round two. It was a tough one, right? It was the hardest one that we got out of the bunch that were there, and we've come through, winning 3-1 in aggregate. And if you said that before the two legs, that we were going to win our home game and then draw away from home, then you'd be like, yeah, fantastic. All it is about, of course, is getting to the next round of the competition, and we've done that. So first and foremost, I want to say that's a great achievement from Rangers, first and foremost, and we're going into the third qualifying round of the Champions League, right? So the next round, on paper, is easier than Panathinaikos. We're playing, it's currently half-time in that game at the moment. It's either the Servette from Geneva or Victoria Plzeň, of course, out of those two. But if you're looking at those two teams, really, if we can't beat those two teams, then we don't deserve to play in the Champions League regardless. So, you're thinking, right, we've got an easier tie in the next one on paper, and we need to, of course, take this opportunity and get to the playoff round of the Champions League. Now, as stated, the positivity, yeah, I'm happy, buzzing, absolutely over the moon that Rangers have got through. But of course, there is some diagnoses to make from the game. Over the last two legs, and you can tell that there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. Some people will say, well, it's early days, Dan, calm down, we're still kind of in pre-season. Yeah, absolutely, I get it. We've got a new manager, we've got a lot of new faces in through the door, but the Scottish Premiership starts this weekend, guys. Am I confident we'll beat Motherwell? Yes, I do think we have enough to of course, beat Motherwell, but I want to see us play a little bit more convincingly, I would say, right? I think, yes, it's too early. I think we're betting in terms of the style of play under Russell Martin and all these kind of things. Yes, it's going to take time, but it does seem as though the style of play isn't working yet. Just over the last two games that we've seen, the competitive games that we've seen. Now, there has been positives along the park, which we'll get to, but we do look very vulnerable at the back, don't we? We really do look vulnerable. It's in the last two games. Defensively, we've been giving them serious opportunities. Now, a quality side, and Panathinaikos are a quality side, so I'm probably surprised that they didn't take their chances, but it could have been a different sort of tie altogether if they did take their chances. And we would have only had ourselves to blame with regard to what we've been like at the back. And to be fair, Jack Butland as well has been fantastic over the last two games as well. But, whilst we can get happy and be buzzing as Rangers fans that we've got through to the next round, absolutely. But you still would be naive to think there's not a lot of work still to be done if we want to be challenging for all the prizes come the end of the season. However, I do feel that there's going to be a lot more new faces coming in through the door. There's still going to be some more players going out through the door as well. But we just need to see that kind of happen, and that's going to come with game time. But look, two more competitive games under the belt, through to the next round of the Champions League. Some positivity flowing through there, some confidence in there for some of the Rangers players, and Gassama, what a player he looks, right? He obviously been making cameo appearances. Again, he was the difference maker tonight, and he was the difference maker again, of course, at Ibrox, coming off of the bench, and shortly straight after just coming off of the bench, bagging his goal on both occasions. But Gassama scoring at that time where Panathinaikos got a goal back, went 1-0 up on the night, played a huge part. Gassama really taking the pressure off of us, because there was still a long way to go. We did look like we could possibly give up some chances in this game. So to see, of course, Gassama, get that goal for us was absolutely fantastic to see. And 2-2 for him, which is absolutely great. I can't wait to see what he's like when he's actually starting a match from the start. But yeah, some positives. I also think the defender Nija looks really good. I think he definitely had some pass marks as well. And then of course you've got the middle of the park. But I still do. I mean, tonight look is a situation where I feel that I think we need some work in the attacking positions up front. Really, I do think we're a little bit light. You know, Danilo starting. He was what, third choice striker last year, second choice striker last year, and he's starting. I would like to see us bring some more forward players in, maybe another striker as well, to bolster that quality at the top end of the pitch. However, tonight we weren't really creating chances for the attacking players, to be perfectly honest with you. So you can't necessarily blame them. But I still do believe there is a lot of work still to be done with this team, and certainly going into the transfer market. Mikey Moore, of course, signing imminently, which will be a big move, a big signing for us. Young boy, 17 years old, yes, but soon to turn 18, but certainly is a hot prospect and could certainly add some quality to this team. But let's get into the live chat. I'm interested to see what some of the Rangers fans are saying. I don't want to come across critical, guys. I'm absolutely buzzing. We're through, right? We're through to the next one in the Champions League. That was the remit. That's the thing. We've guaranteed ourselves some form of European League football as well. So we've guaranteed ourselves European football to the end of January, which is also very, very good. But, you know, we want to see the best possible Rangers, and a lot of Rangers fans will some be older than me in this live chat, and we have high demands, and we expect to compete for prizes every single season. And I just want to see what we're doing, and I just feel, you know, if it was against another team, or if Panathinaikos actually brought their shooting boots with them on these two ties, then they probably would have beaten us. But, you know, we've been unlucky in the past, and sometimes you have to ride your luck in football, and I feel like we've done that across the two legs. So, look, you win some and you lose some with luck, and again, we've got it. It's gone against us many times over the last couple of years, so we're due a bit of luck, and we've certainly rode our luck over this last two games. But let's have a little look at what people are saying in the live chat, troops. Francis says, yes. Francis also says, not the best performance, but possibly clever keeping energy. Yeah, exactly. Richie says, exactly, even though we are a team gelling, to be honest. Yeah, but still a lot of work to do. But you've got to bear in mind what we're in July. I know the season starts at the weekend, but we still got a bit of work. We still got a lot of work to do in terms of getting that style of play there under Russell Martin. We know he's very stubborn with his style of play. He's going to be his way or the highway. That's going to be the case, and it's going to be a sake of these Rangers players getting it. But you know, it's hopefully going to come with over the next couple of competitive games, and hopefully we'll see a different performance against Motherwell. David says, well done Rangers, not pretty but got through. We need our defence to be better the further we go on. Exactly. Played pro youth and heat zaps your energy. Yeah, I mean, the conditions were pretty wild. And to be fair, we had a 2-0 lead as well. So it's always going to, you know, bring a different outcome to the game. You were just naturally going to sit off anyway because you got that 2-0 lead. However, I do feel we are vulnerable at the back. Bob says, got out of jail free. Defence is shocking with other people. Congratulations, Rangers fans and the team. SJ says, do you have another channel, a politic one? You look and say, yeah, British Stan, that's right. Yeah, British Stan is my other channel. That's correct. Yeah, this is actually where everything started for me on YouTube, funnily enough, here on this channel. So, yeah, it's my baby, my team that I love to talk about, and yeah, I've always been here. We still post here every single day, and I do the match reactions and live streams as well. But yeah, love it. But guys, I'm not gonna keep you too long. Look, there's going to be a lot more activity over the transfer market, but certainly we need to be a little bit better going forward, and we'll see what changes happen this week in the transfer market. We still need a load more additions, but we need to sort that defence out. But I'm looking forward to seeing what happens against Motherwell at the weekend. But thank you so much for tuning in, troops. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll be back with every single match reaction this season. And of course, transfer news, all of the rest of it. We'll be here for live streams, breaking news and all that kind of stuff.